years I've been digging into this. It resulted in, because I got too close to the target, flying over the target, I got scooped up for 619 days. Well, guess what, you scumbags that are out there that scoop me up? I learned my way around you. Now, I dare you. Come get me now. Huh? You got a bunch of fireworks that you're going to see. You mess with me, you come near me. All I'm asking you to do, stay away from me. Go investigate the criminals. All of the criminal evidence forensic is not only in Fort Washington, Maryland, but a backup copy of all the other crimes that Obama's been committing is in the possession of the CIA's OIG. Think I'm kidding? Come on. If you want to bypass all of the criminal evidence that we've put together in the federal court system, and you want to come and get me because I want you to properly investigate, bring a freaking MRAP, okay? You're going to need it, okay? Just because of the massive figurative visual depictions. I'm not a violent person. I don't need violence. I'm going to kick your ass with paper. That's right. This microphone's more powerful than a speeding bullet. You're about to be put on blast. All of your deep states are going down. And I also suggest that you come forward if you have information. And if you're on those servers, you've been in those chat rooms, you better start blowing the whistle. You need to seek legal advice. You need to seek whistleblower protection. You need to come forward, get immunity for your testimony. You do need to. General Flynn needs immunity for his testimony. Recently, he had to plead the fifth because he didn't have that. He knows this, by the way. And General Flynn is, if I speak inappropriately, he'll rip my face off. He knows what I'm saying is true. He knows everything that he can't talk to me about it because he's prohibited. But he can testify to everything that I'm saying is true. He was at the highest levels. General Flynn, he knows everything. President Trump knows that he knows everything. He had to plead the fifth because they could have prosecuted him, okay, for knowing about child pornography. I mean, I don't know about that, but there's other things that are done, like launching predator drones against the American citizens, doing corporate espionage, doing all that stuff. So you want to bypass the proper channels, you federal goons, you law enforcement agents. If you don't want to properly investigate the criminals that are overthrowing our country and attempting to assassinate my president, and you want to come get me, really? You think that's going to make things go away? You think? Guess what? Checkmate. Checkmate. You do it. Poof. Everything gets released. And I mean everything. Everything. If you come after me, you will reveal to all of our enemies around the world our sources and methods. You'll destroy the whole system. You don't want to do that. That's why this information has not been released. I know of all of your technology. I do. I know it all. I'm not going to reveal that to our enemies. But I will say this. Hey, Vladimir Putin, you probably have a bunch of people that are within your government that have been getting their orders from child porn servers, too. You may want to find out why they're on child porn servers. It's illegal. You're breaking the law. They can do it overseas. The CIA can break the law overseas, left and right. But they've been doing it here in the United States. It's against the law. The Central Intelligence Agency needs to be shut down. And if I have to lead the charge, I'll do it. I'm volunteering right now. I asked Deb if it was okay. And it's conditional, too. All I'm asking is go get the servers. Investigate them communicating on child porn servers. This is not a conspiracy theory. I have legal documentation to back it up. Legal. In the courts, it's just sitting there. Nobody ever investigates them. Why? Because that's their little scam. That's how they get away with everything. That's how they get away with their crimes. You need to get the servers. I'm going to have a group of people outside of Fort Washington, Maryland, serve notice to the municipal water company that's supplying water to a system that is housing child pornography servers. Okay? Shut off the water. Shut off the electricity. We're going to be serving notice on those people right there in Fort Washington, Maryland. Are you guys pumped? You guys pumped up? I will be your hood ornament on the MRAP that will go through the front gate of Fort Washington, Maryland, if they assassinate our president and they fail and refuse to investigate, because that's the counter to the coup. I will lead the counter coup as a hood ornament on the MRAP. I'm going to put a helmet on, breach, fire in the hole. Poof. Who wants to drive the MRAP? Let's go to Deb, see if she wants to drive. Deb, you want to drive the MRAP? And we had the discussion. They're going to come and kill us now, or they're going to come and kill us later. What would you rather have? Huh? I'd rather have, on the Three Stooges. What would you rather have? You'd be burnt at the stake or, burnt at the stake, or have your head chopped off? You know. What would you like? Those are our choices here.
We shall prolong it as long as we can.
I say a hot steak is better than a cold chop. You know what I mean?
I'm all for prolonging it.
And by the way, if I seem overly confident and not fearful, I am very fearful. My greatest fear is that they continue to get away with this. Mm-hmm. Colonel McGregor's notified. Okay?
Yeah.
General Flynn is notified. Ann Vandersteel, I'm going on her show. It's going to be broadcast to millions and millions of people at noon.
Oh, terrific.
Yes, that's going to happen at noon. I'm going live with her.
Into Ann Vandersteel today.
Everybody is well aware of what I've just done, and they're offering me safe harbor, but it's not what I'm not looking for safe harbor. I'm looking for my country back. I love my country. President Trump loves our country. They want to kill him, okay? HSI refused to investigate when the Border Patrol said that the assassin was coming in from Ukraine. He's connected. There were bells and whistles going off on this guy. CBP, the Border Patrol, sent notifications to HSI. What did they do? They refused to investigate, and they were the ones that were at Butler, Pennsylvania, the majority of them.
Right.
Did the Secret Service or anybody investigating the assassination of President Trump contact the HSI, who had all the agents there with eyeballs on the whole situation, and interview them? No, they didn't. So I'm going to say this loud and clear. When our system breaks down that far to where we can't even use our law enforcement to enforce the law and properly investigate, hashtag FAFO. I will lead the charge, and I'm volunteering that if you don't investigate Secret Service, you don't investigate HSI, and President Trump is assassinated, the first move, I'm calling on every able-bodied citizen to get to the address that I'm publishing, that's in this report, at Fort Washington, Maryland. When we're done with that, okay, then we're going to march down to Langley, Virginia, and we're going to shut it down, okay? We have buildings we can go after. This isn't some foreign country where you have some operatives, lurking in the darkness, all right? We're going to shut them down. Ladies and gentlemen, once we shut down their black operative communications network, guess what happens? Huh? You got a bunch of blind people. They won't know what to do. They won't. They don't have any other means right now. It's the most safe, secure way that they have communicated. It's the only way that Ruth was able to find out where President Trump was at that exact moment, because a Secret Service agent dipped into the child porn chat room and told them. Okay? Wonder how that works. We know how it works. Go get the servers and pull the evidence. If what I'm saying is incorrect, if my affidavit to federal judge in the District of Nevada, Gloria Navarro, okay, that I identified that the CIA's Office of Inspector General has all of the evidence. And if I'm not telling the truth, guess what she would do? What would she do if I lied to her?
Well, she would do what she's allowed to do by law, and that is
if I lied
be arrested.
I'd be arrested.
Yeah.
Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I need the apathetic buzzardry to stop. Okay, you pathetic Americans that sit there behind your computers and you don't do what you need to do. President Trump is not going to save us. This isn't about President Trump anymore. 2016, it was all about President Trump. We cheered him on, sent him in there, and then he sat at the desk and took all the flaming arrows at his chest. 2020, okay, was a CIA coup. We already know that. They installed Joe Biden. 2024 is about we the people. Is about we the people. And if you're going to sit there and you're not going to share information, listen, what are you? If you don't share information, you know what you're doing, you apathetic piece of crap? You're saying, oh, the mainstream media will cover it. You're freaking worthless. You are. You as an American, if you're hearing me, okay? And you're not doing what you need to do to share this information, because we need people power, okay? And if you're not going to participate in people power, it doesn't cost you anything to share. It doesn't cost you anything to click that thumbs up button. We're so disgusted with even our own viewership now. And the day that Kamala Harris gets voted in, that's the day I turn on the United States of America. You guys all deserve to frickin' die in a nuclear mushroom cloud if you allow Kamala Harris to be installed by the CIA and you don't rise up. I will immediately turn on the United States of America. Immediately. But guess what? We got 41 days. And I'm putting all my eggs in the basket of hope. I'm commanded to be hopeful by the Lord, right? To keep my faith strong, that my voice will reach you. You will stop being a pussy and say, you got to talk to me right. We're in a war. This is a war. You need to be in a wartime footing. So what do you need to do in this war? It's an information war, okay? When I say, hey, can you please click the thumbs up button so we get on the front page and put our information out? 1,200 people in the chat room. We got 174 people that click the button, okay? So that's what needs to stop in this 41 days, okay? And you hiding behind your computer with your fake name, okay, is not going to do anything to help us save our country. And you sitting there saying, you got to be kinder to me before I actually save my country. Really? Actually, I want you out of the way. You're literally a liability at this point. You are literally a speed bump out in the middle of our raceway. You're worthless, weak, and you need to get out of the way. We're in a wartime footing. If I have 10 men and women armed up in a foxhole, I need all 10 muzzles pointed downrange at the enemy. If I have 2 of you with muzzles pointed downrange, I'm going to keep you 2 and gas the other 8. That's it. Seriously, you're literally just a feeding bunch of, you're just liability. But I believe that everybody hearing my voice, there might be one person off in the corner in the foxhole that's eating their MRE saying, oh my God, it's still loud in here. There's gunfire. Jeez, it's going to keep the noise down. You'll realize where we're at. And to say, holy cow, I need to get up and point my muzzle downrange or I'm going to die. You have a choice right now to choose life over death right now. So I will lead the charge, okay? I will lead the charge. And I'm going to tell you step by step what we need to do in this info war. Step by step. You ready? First things first. Why can't we get 100% participation in clicking that thumbs up button? Why can't we? Why? We have 174. The others are a bunch of feeding info socialists. And don't be one of those. Just say, I'm not. Oh, now we're at a 189, God forbid, right? 189 percentage of you. Hit that freaking button as if your life depends on it. I want 189 with me. Those are the people I'm going to war with. The rest of you, you deserve to be Zyklon B'd, okay, to tell you the truth. You're literally just a Klingon. We're dragging you. And it's a war. We're being fired at. And you're literally sitting there saying, oh, my God, it's still loud. You need to talk to me nicer if I'm going to push the button. You don't need to push the button. I'm just trying to find out which people to take with us to the front doorstep of Fort Washington, Maryland, and CIA Langley. I'm not going to take the freaking buzzards. My goodness, they'll probably shoot me. Stop being a buzzard. Okay, so Colonel Douglas McGregor has stepped up. He put together a platform called Republic. It's a secure platform where we can communicate. And I need, really, is that not coming down? Chuck Callisto. Unbelievable. All right, I'm going to bring you a message from Colonel McGregor that's fresh. He put together a platform called Republic, republic.us. What do we need that for? Because we have to be able to get organized. That's like an organization platform. X is an info platform. It'll be, we'll be using X, republic.us. I need 3,143 counties with an organization. We don't have that. We don't have people in 3,143 counties. Leo Zagami is going to be joining me here momentarily. We're going to continue our discussion about the Illuminati, what they've done, these child porn, disgusting, filthy, baby-eaten, sex trafficking, disgusting deep staters. Leo Zagami is going to join me in just a few minutes, and we're going to have that discussion. He knows where we're at. Republic.us/Santilli. If you do not have a person in your county, okay, that's leading the charge, and you're in your county, you're the person, okay? You need to step up, all right? And if you're too worthless and weak to step up, then you can at least go find somebody else that has the balls to step up and save your county. Please, that's your job. If you are an apathetic buzzard with low testosterone or, I don't know, what estrogen, I guess, the women, it's men and women, right? Then go find somebody else, okay? And then just sit there and be the recipient of the hard work of the 3%ers. There's going to be about 3% of us that are going to rise up to this occasion.
In 1776, the founders of this nation gave us something that had never existed before: a government by the people. We've had our ups and downs, learned and grew, and bled for freedom. Over time, we, the people, became distracted by the success that our hard-fought freedoms brought us, and bad people saw an opportunity. As we traded our birthright for cheap entertainment, our rights, our voice, and our power has been whittled away. Until now. Introducing Republic, an entirely new kind of social media. Republic focuses on local, giving activists, organizations, candidates, and small businesses the power to inform, organize, and act, all in a single place, enabling you to be the local hero your community desperately needs. No more covering up the truth. No more advertising-funded news. No more data mining. This is how we rebuild, rekindle, and restore our republic.
My fellow American patriots, I'm Colonel Douglas McGregor. By now, we should all know that as a talk show host, Pete Santilli has been fighting to defend our constitutional republic for over 13 years. As a U.S. Marine whose oath never expires, he's now calling upon you to do your part, to inform your community and step up as an American hero to help save our republic from being overtaken by communism. Join today and save 33% off your membership. Join now. Visit republic.us/Santilli. That's republic.us/Santilli.